Hello, it's me again in my favorite place, my bed. I just got back home. I had to come home and jump in my PJs again. I was freezing. It is freezing outside. But you know what, y'all? I was just sitting here thinking, and I was thinking about my mother before she passed away. She was a strong woman. For someone that knows they're passing away or dying, she was a strong woman. When the doctor gave us that news, he asked me, uh, do you want me to say this in front of her? I said, yeah, this is her life. Yes, you say whatever you need to say in front of her. Just because I didn't want to. Well, it could have been now that I think about it, it could have been soothed to where he tell me and then I ease it to know her. But no, I wanted him to tell her. But with doing that, uh this lady was so strong. He told her she had 3 days to 3 months to live, and she lived exactly 3 months. So, God gave us as much time as he could with saying our goodbyes. And I was glad of that, very proud of that. But after we left the hospital, when the doctor told her she was passing away, this lady, my mother, my queen, she went home. She got on the phone. She told everybody she was dying. She was laughing. She was like, "Well, my time is up." She was just so cheerful, knowing that she was going home to the Lord. And while she was so cheerful, that same day I was, you know, at peace with it. I was at peace with it also. But as the weeks went by, a month went by, the next month went by, I start seeing the change in her. I start seeing the change in me. But yet she was still strong. I saw that she had got quiet. I saw that when I went to hug her and laid on her lap, I laid my head on her lap like we was, how you do when you were a kid. A kid lay I can't even talk. Kids lay their lap on their mom lap, their head on their mom lap. So I did that and I was crying because I know this wonderful woman was leaving my mother. She was my backbone. And she didn't shed a tear. She didn't grab me to hold me or anything. She she was just letting me do me. So even after all that, after I started crying, she said, "Kim, thank you." I said, "What are you thanking me for?" She said, "Thanks for taking care of me." I said, "Well, you took care of me when I was a baby. I have to take care of you now." She just put a beautiful smile on her face. She had a beautiful smile. She put a beautiful smile on her face. And that was enough for me. That thank you. And that was enough for me. She didn't have to pat my head when I was crying. She didn't have to do nothing. Just saying thank you was enough for me. So as time went on, she I still took care of her. When she was ready to go, she still wanted to ride, she wanted to drive. I kept her on the road with me, even those 3 months that she was ill. So she wanted to go to Arkansas. I told her, I said, "Well, no, we're not gonna go. I can't take you to Arkansas." I said, "I don't think you can handle that trip." Because she was so sick and she was, I didn't want to drive her down there like that. But they said when you get ready to die, you always want to go back home where you're born. So, and she wanted to do that. So that's the only thing I regret is not getting her there. So, because she wanted to see her brother. She had one brother left. Well, two brothers left, but she wanted to see her brother in Arkansas before she left. So, but it was just a peaceful time for us the way we went out. It wasn't, "Oh, she's dead." So, and then uh she just got sick, and she got weaker as the time went on. She got weak. So I called everybody over who wanted to say their goodbyes to her. And my mother had dementia, but I got her on this medication. And baby, I mean, whatever the medication was, it wiped that dementia out. She knew everybody, everything before she died. People say, "You know me, you know who I am." And she said, "Yeah." She was getting tired. "Yeah." And she would say their name. She knew who everybody was. And she said what she wanted to say. And then I guess about maybe 20, 30 people came over just to say their goodbyes. And I said, "Are you okay?" She said, "Yeah, I'm just a little tired." So that means get everybody out this house. Go. It's time to go. She don't want to talk no more. So 3 months, she was at her third month. So when those people came to say their goodbyes, I put her in the bed that night and, gave her medication. So she didn't say anything else. That was her, after she said her goodbye, she never said anything else. And I know when people die, they look up in the corner. They look to the right of them. They look up in the corner to the right. I said, I said, "What is that? Who are you looking at?" And she did like I startled her while she was looking. And but I know she still didn't, she did say nothing, but she still she was looking at God. She was waiting for somebody to come get her. That's the second time I saw that with somebody who was dying. They looked up in the corner. I said they waiting on God to come get them. A guy in Arkansas, he looked up in the corner. So I knew God was coming to get her. So I think it was 2 days. 2 days after that, after she visited everybody, on September the 12th, she passed away. And she didn't pass away herself. The nurses came in and gave her some morphine and overdosed her with morphine. And I was upset about that. That's another story. I'm going to talk about that. So y'all be careful with these hospice people. But so 2 days later, she passed away. And that was it. That was it. I'm glad I said my goodbyes, gave me 3 months to say goodbye and say everything I wanted to say to her, because when the lady came in and gave her that morphine, she didn't give me the opportunity to kiss my mama, to say goodbye, to, hold her hand while she was dying. She didn't give me that opportunity. But we'll talk about that because, I let them people have it. But anyway, it was just so peaceful. Just so peaceful. I just want y'all to know that it was peaceful. And it's almost 3 years that she's been gone. It's not even 3 years. She just had September was 2 years. So this September 26, it would be, September 2026 would be 3 years. But I miss her. I loved her, still love her today. But someone told me, so after everything was over, and it takes me back to when I was laying my head on her lap. Somebody told me, a friend of hers told me, I said, she was so peaceful. She wasn't scared or nothing. She said, yes, she was scared. I said, no, she wasn't. They said, she was scared. I said, she didn't look scared to me. She was laughing, smiling, everything. She said she did that for you. I said, really? They said she didn't want to cry. She didn't want to do nothing in front of you. She didn't, because she know how you felt. She know you were going to be alone. She know you. She didn't want to stress you out in any kind of way. So she was scared though, but she didn't want you to know she was scared. Oh my God. And that's, she been my backbone. So up to her dying day, she was still thinking about me instead of thinking about herself passing away. I just wanted to tell that story. Because it's plenty days. I mean, I could be driving, I could be washing the dishes, and I just think about her, and I'm like, oh God, that is the worst pain in the world, losing your mother. So, people, if you have your mother, I don't care if you don't get along with your mother, baby, them tears are going to come. They are going to come. I hear this girl on the internet, I don't even want to say her name, but she don't like her mother. She do not like her mother. But baby, when her mother close her eyes for the final time, she gonna realize how much she don't like her mother. That pain is gonna hit so hard, y'all. So if you got your mother still here, cherish your mother. The pain is, I had a son. The pain of having a son, that pain ain't nothing like losing your mother. That pain just, I mean, it don't physically hurt, but it's just mentally hurt. So I just want to share that with y'all, even though she's been gone for a little minute, but I'm still grieving. I grieve all the time, but I just wanted to share that to let y'all know she was strong for me. You guys have a lovely evening. Take care.